Hi, I'm Dr. Bryan Tan. I'm a shoulder and sports orthopedic surgeon based in Singapore. Today I'd like to speak about a very common condition that I see in my clinics, a frozen shoulder. So frozen shoulders are extremely common and I see them all the time in my clinics. A lot of patients come because they have a combination of both pain as well as stiffness in the shoulder. So a lot of us take for granted the importance of our shoulder flexibility, but in our daily lives actually, good shoulder flexibility is extremely important. So we need good shoulder flexibility when we wake up from bed and stretch, for example, or if we reach up to take the dress from the cabinet, or especially for ladies, wearing a bra can be a big problem if you have stiff shoulders. So today, what I'd like to talk about would be not only what a frozen shoulder actually is, I will show you an example of how a frozen shoulder can occur, and I'll also like to show you some simple exercises that you can do not only at home but even in the office to help yourself if you do have a frozen shoulder. I do like to cook now and then. Chicken thigh is such a forgiving meat to cook. But back to the topic of frozen shoulder. Even though this is the chicken leg and it is essentially a different type of joint to the shoulder joint, the basic structure of a joint is the same. So a joint comprises of a smooth cartilage which is covered with a strong capsule. And in this chicken leg, which is a fresh thawed chicken leg, you can see that there is very good movements and very smooth movements within this joint itself. But in a frozen shoulder, this very capsule becomes very thickened and very scarred, and as a result, movements in the joint become very limited. Take for example, this chicken leg. In this chicken leg, I've removed some of the muscles so that we can see the bones more clearly, and the joint is housed within this area here. And as you can see, because it's been frozen, movements in this joint are very poor indeed. So right now, I'd like to show you some very simple exercises that you can do both at home or in the office to help yourself if you do have a frozen shoulder. There are 3 simple and effective exercises that you can do at home. These exercises are designed to help to improve the mobility in your shoulder. But do take note that you should not feel pain when you're doing any of these exercises. So if you do feel pain, you're probably overdoing it and it's time to back off a little bit on the stretches. So let's get to it. The first exercise is known as the wall climb. Don't worry, we're not going to make you climb the wall. All you do is just stand facing the wall, put your hand on the wall as far up as your shoulder allows you to, and just slowly walk the fingers up the wall. As you do so, inch your way closer and closer to the wall until you feel a nice gentle stretch in the shoulder. Once you feel the stretch, just hold it for a count of 10. After the count of 10, relax, shake it out a little bit, and now turn and face away from the wall about 90 degrees. Similarly to what you did in the first exercise, put your hand on the wall again, and again, slowly walk your fingers up the wall, moving your body closer to the wall as well until you feel the stretch again, and again hold it for a count of 10. And that's it. That concludes the first exercise. Ideally, you should be aiming to repeat this exercise about 10 times each session if you can. Let's move on to the next one. The second exercise is known as the pillar stretch. All you do is just to find a pillar like this at home, put the palm of your hand against the pillar, keep your elbow at the side of your body, and just simply turn your body away from the pillar. As you do so, you should feel a nice stretch in the shoulder. Once you feel the stretch, just hold it for a count of 10, just like you did for the first exercise. When that is done, shake it off, loosen it up, and repeat. The last exercise is the back scrub. Simply reach behind with your frozen shoulder, swing the towel to the back, and try to grip the end of the towel. Once you've got a grip, gently pull up using the good arm until you feel a nice stretch in the stiff shoulder. Once you feel the stretch, hold it for a count of 10, just like you did with the first 2 exercises. After that, again relax, shake out the arm, and repeat again. A variation of the wall climb would be the pole raise. For this, you will need any pole that you can find at home. This is a very bad idea. This is better, but it's too short. What I have here is a simple broomstick that I found at home. It is probably a good idea to hold it with the bristles facing down so that you don't get all the dust coming down onto your face. Simply hold the end of the broomstick with your stiff arm, hold the bottom of the stick using your good arm, extend it, and gently push it up until you can feel a nice stretch in your stiff shoulder. Once you feel the stretch, simply hold it there again for the count of 10, just like what you did in the first exercise. A variation of the pillar stretch can also be done using the same broomstick. So simply hold the end of the broomstick with your stiff shoulder, keep the elbow at the side of your body, hold the other end with your good arm, and gently push until you feel a stretch in the shoulder. And once you do, again, just hold it for a count of 10. So there you have it. I hope those simple exercises can help you if you have a frozen shoulder. Unfortunately, not everybody with a frozen shoulder gets better even with those simple exercises that I just showed you. So if you do not get better, you will need to see a doctor for your frozen shoulder problem. In my next video, I'll be showing you what your doctor can do for you if you do see him for your frozen shoulder problem. So I'm Dr. Bryan Tan. I'll see you in the next video.